do? What it do? It's your boy J Hemp, Hunnids Podcast, one half in the building, man. Hey, listen, shout out to my dog B Sawyer. You couldn't be here, man. Had a little emergency that popped up. Y'all know what to do, man. Like, share, subscribe. Shout out to our sponsor, ILD Clothing, Integrity, Loyalty, Discipline at ILD Clothing. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, look, man. When you got certain people sitting next to you, when you got certain people that's gonna answer the call, the request, it's like keep doing what you doing, cause they see you, cause they know they're not just gonna sit down anybody, man. When you know what they doing for the area, for the city, for the area code, when you know what they mean to the region, and that person answer, it's like, all right, keep going. So you gotta look at that person, man, what they done for the game, how long they been doing it, what they been tied to, who they been tied to. You really sitting here with a legend, man, from Philly, VA. We talking rocking with legends like the Boodah Brothers, man, rocking with the Clips. You feel me? Like 103 Jams. You feel me? Like, and go on. But for real, one of the most respected DJs in the game. You feel me? So I'm gonna bring them to you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. DJ Rick G's. What's happening?
Thanks for the intro and all that. That was
hey,
great.
I'm trying, man. I meant it, man. Like for real, bro. Like what you mean to the area, bro. Like people really look forward to your mixes. It's a part of their day.
Yeah.
Now let me start there with that. Like, what does that mean to you as a DJ to know that like people is really looking at what you doing, like the impact that you had on folk?
That's super important, man. That's what I do it for. A lot of times I meet people and they be like, "You Rick G's?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He be like, and the main thing is the two main things people always say is, "Yo, you sound taller on the radio." And the other thing is people always say, "Yo, you got the gels on smash." You know what I'm saying? On Friday nights, everybody got their headphones on Friday night bangers. You know what I'm saying? And I really appreciate that. I'm just trying to get the right music out there. I'm trying to rock for the 757 and play the hot records and put the world on what's popping over here.
Nah, I feel you. So look, let me ask you this, man. It started in Philly.
Yeah.
And to me, Philly is home of the greatest DJ. The reason why I picked up the turntable DJ, Jazzy Jeff, man. What did Philly hip hop mean to you back in the 80s, man?
Back in the 80s, I wasn't really aware of where any music was coming from. You know what I mean? Like Cool C. I know they was from West Philly, but like Will Smith was from West Philly. We wasn't even really thinking about it like that as like Philly, maybe to like the 90s. You know what I mean?
All right.
But like, yeah, Will Smith Fresh Prince was an icon back then. You know what I mean? Like we would see him at the shopping center and everybody, you know what I mean, was like trying to get his autograph and shit like that. I seen Jazzy Jeff as a kid. I seen him out in places and we was hype off of that. But I never really thought about the region or none of that at the time.
Word. So like even Philly's contribution with hip hop, like Schoolie D, you know what I'm saying, first gangster, you know what I'm saying, rap song ever, hip hop. Like, you know what I'm saying, what drew you to hip hop turntables, being from Philly?
I think just like the whole era is like where I was at. Block parties, you know what I mean? The radio was jumping. I remember people having DJs on their lawn or in their backyard, and we out there dancing. We trying to break dance. I don't know what made me want to try to break dance at like 4 or 5 or 3. You know what I mean? It was just everything. That's just like, like if it's snowing outside, you in the snow. You know what I mean? If it's hip hop, everything is hip hop. There's graffiti all over the place. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know. I used to do a lot of graffiti back in the day. You know what I mean? And I got a lot of trouble for graffiti even as an adult. But we was just in it. You know what I mean? Like the radio was crazy. I used to listen to Power 99 and Q102. And them DJs just inspired me. I used to go to parties. They had little clubs for teenagers, and young teens. You know what I mean? Like I used to ask the DJ to play records. You know, and then when I think about them now, them records wouldn't have rocked in the party. And I used to get mad, like, why you ain't play my song and shit, you know? But like, I was like 14, asking for Master Ace, Jeep ass nigga. Like, he ain't gonna play that, man. You know what I mean? That ain't gonna rock in the party. But you know, once I became a DJ, I understood all of that.
So look though, when I look at you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you DJ, you do beats, you just put me on graffiti, you just put me on breakdancing. It's all elements of hip hop, and you used to spit.
Yeah, I used to rap back in the day.
So it's like all elements of hip hop.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that's what I'm trying to get to. Where does that part come from? Like some people just like to listen to music. Some people might pick up the pen and that's it. You literally all elements of hip hop.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it just happened like that, you know. I never could pinpoint like a specific song or none of that. You know what I mean? It was just my environment. That's just what I grew up in. You know, I probably stuck to it more than other people, or was captivated by it more than other people. But I just was in it. I remember like in like 1990, 89, 1990, it was this show called Crush Raps. It was a video show, and it came on at like, I don't know, late, like past our bedtime. So my pop would just record the videos. We didn't even know about the show, but he was recording. He knew we was just listening to rap, me and my brother. He knew we was just into rap music like that, you know what I mean? And he was just recording these joints every day, every Friday night, whatever night that came on. So Saturday morning, we got like 5 new videos on this tape, and he had the list on that joint. So, you know, my pop was always helping me out with, you know, he was just like watering the plant, you know what I mean? So, I guess it was just destined and shit, you know.
Did y'all have a box?
No, we never had. We had cable. I had cable for 1 year.
Oh, word.
It was like 92 or 93, something like that. But but everybody had the box. Yeah, everybody. Okay. My man's across the street. You know, everybody else had cable. So
I ran the box bill up. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
got ass whooping all that one.
That 1 year that we had cable, when we was watching my box, my parents let us know, don't call no 900 numbers. No, we're not doing that.
So who's your favorite, like, to listen to when you was coming up? Like,
DJ Ran and Cosmic Kev was my 2 favorite DJs. Also shout out to DJ J Ski. There's a dude, old school guy named Don Mystic Mac. Those were some DJs on Pi 99. That's where I used to just listen to the radio, you know, and just listen to the DJs, and they was playing all the new shit at the time. On Friday nights, and like on the weekends, they was just getting busy late at night. And then I got family in New York and New Jersey, so I used to spend a lot of time in Jersey, and I would listen to Hot 97. And sometimes on like a good night, you could get Hot 97 in Philly. So I was just witnessing a lot of historical events on both New York and Philly. So I was getting, but Philly radio, the DJs was cutting it up. They were just ill. It was just the way they was playing music was crazy. Like New York DJs wasn't cutting it up like that. Cosmic Kev, the way he was the first person to like scratch, like it was a certain chirp scratch that he did that's regular now, but nobody was doing that at the time. And mixtapes, you know, we was getting all the mixtapes. And I used to tape. I got a lot of tapes of Pi 99 and Q102.
Good. You mentioned New York and Philly, so I gotta see how real you gonna keep it. Beans and Jada. Who you had? Who you was rocking with?
Beans.
No, what? Come on, bro.
Beans,
You
like, right.
Jada ate him. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, Jada's on another level. They're not really comparable, right? But like, if you was to say, best of Beanie Siegel mixtape or any Hove album, I'm gonna pick that best of Beanie Siegel mixtape.
No, Jada.
Oh, you said Jada. I thought you said
Jada.
Jay.
My
okay.
bad. Nah, Jada. Beans or Jada. Cause like Philly, powerful.
Okay.
Come on, man.
I thought you said Jay.
My bad.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Beans again. I'm a fan of Jadakiss and the Lox, and I listen to We Are the Streets at least once a month. And Jadakiss is a legend. He got legendary mixtapes. He got legendary bars and lines. And when they was going back and forth, I still got all of that on my Serato. I still got all. I got all of them battles. And I like Styles P more than I like Jada.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because like maybe the last couple of years he's been putting out more work. He's been going hard the last couple of years. He put out like 2-3 albums a year. You know, he'd be on a lot of people's stuff, put out albums with other people. I think right now at this moment, Styles P go harder than Jada.
At this moment, yeah.
But back to the Beans. Yeah, I gotta. I don't think it's a Philly bias thing, but I just think
It's gotta be.
He rapped harder. Like he rapped like Beans. I feel like out of everybody, maybe besides Meek, he got like the most respect out of the world for his bars. Like Black Thought and the Roots. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of them, and yeah, I got Black Thought higher than a lot of people.
I'm with you.
But people don't really ask for the Roots records in parties. They'll ask for some Beanie Siegel stuff. You know, I know I was DJing at Queensway when that was popping. People used to always ask me to play the 1,000 Bars joint. Crew Love. Crew Love. Beans got a lot of records that's everybody know. You know what I mean? And everybody can sing his verses. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing because he says Philly stuff. He might be saying things I don't think people know what he's saying. You know what I mean? But they know the verse.
So look, when I go back to that time period, like to me, like certain eras in hip hop, golden eras and all that, that was a specific area. And for me, it was like on Friday, you wanted to be in the barber shop I think it was DJ B at the time that had that time slot when you were gonna hear Jada respond, Beanie respond. You were gonna hear Jay-Z drop Super Ugly, or you were gonna hear Nas drop Ether. To me, we don't have those moments no more. Now my question to you is, do you blame that on the artists, on the rappers, or do you blame that on now I don't mean to put you in the hot seat, but on the higher conglomerates like iHeart? Because I feel like iHeart killed moments like that. I feel like iHeart killed radio. And companies like Spotify, and that radio doesn't have that moment no more.
What you mean? Because it's so much now, so much more stuff to listen to?
It's so much, and it's just like, look at 103. Be real. 103 the colors used to be red and yellow. Mm-hmm. Boodah Brothers Morning Show, red and yellow. Those are colors, right? When you was running that, you was what program?
I was the producer.
The producer for that. We're gonna talk about that too. Once the Breakfast Club came out, 103 logo looked like Power 103.
Power 105,
Power 105. And I said, okay, dang, they both owned by iHeart.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like the station lost its identity. And I feel like when a station loses its identity, that those moments in hip-hop, you can't have them no more.
I don't think they lost their identity. I don't think we lost our identity.
Talk to me.
I don't think that had anything to do with it. Because even when 103 had the other logo, it still was iHeart or Clear Channel.
Okay.
Clear Channel, which changed their name to iHeart. It's still the same company. None of that changed. I just think what type of moments was there in hip hop where they was checking for it on the radio, because that's a certain time, like when Beans and when the Lox and State Property was going at it. Everybody wasn't even. You had to be technically savvy be able to get it on an app or something like that. You know what I mean? Because there wasn't really no apps at that time. It was apps because we had the sidekicks. That was like the sidekick era. So there was some type of there was a couple ill apps, but everybody wasn't even able to do
even
that
fast forward to Game and 50, Hot 97. That's a moment.
Yeah.
You don't have the radio moments no more. Everybody wants to have a podcast.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
You
I agree
feel
with that.
me?
Yeah, but I wouldn't put that on iHeartRadio. I think that's the times. That's the times.
All right,
that's the times we living in. Everybody there was no Spotify and none of that at the time. There was nobody was streaming music. There was people streaming music like off Napster and things like that. When the Blueprint came out, the Blueprint came out on 9/11, but I had it in August. I had that joint. I turned 21 in August. I had that joint. I had UGK album. Well, I can't remember what album that was, but
Riding Dirty? Nah, that wasn't Riding Dirty. Go ahead. I got you. I'm gonna get it.
All right, but whatever that UGK album was that came out around the same time as Blueprint, and there was a couple other albums. We had them joints before they came out, before they hit the stores, because Napster was out, and
Dirty Money.
If you knew how to do that, then you know what I mean. If you know how to do the Napster stuff, you could get the CD, burn it the CD, and you was good, but everybody wasn't up on that. And then, all the streaming stuff is maybe a couple years new. I don't know how long streaming been out, but to the point that everybody's streaming and there's no more record stores. It's hard to be first on a record now. Like I could still be first on a record, but if I play a record that's so hot that somebody got a what's the app you hit Shazam. Shazam a record, you can start listening to it before my mix is over. You know what I'm saying? You might not even catch the whole mix because you hype off that one record. So it is a lot of options and everything now, but and then you can still catch my mix because I'm gonna put it on Mixcloud. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna put it up on Mixcloud, and there's some people that's like, all right, I'm gonna go do whatever I'm gonna do on Friday night, and I know I can still catch the joint Sunday when he posted. You know what I mean? So, it's a lot of. So you got a lot of options. You got way more options than you do now.
So let me ask you this. So which one to you has been more beneficial? Mixtape era or streaming era?
Mixtape era, definitely.
Okay.
I don't know. We had Pellet's Village in Newport News. I was selling mixtapes at the joint at the flea market here on George Washington. I was getting my little couple $dollars back in the day. Used to, I wasn't no DJ Drama or Clue or nothing, but we had it to the point where I make a mixtape and get them one, and they'll buy that for $100, and they was probably making a G off that. Every time I come back to the store to get them the new joint, they playing the last one, and they was working them tapes, and that was a good era. I love that. I love the mixtape era. I still be making mixtapes. I don't burn them to DVD anymore, or burn them to CD.
Yeah.
But I have been making these video mixtapes. A couple people know about that. If you got like car TVs, and I give you the flash drive. I got a couple mixtapes now. I'm up to episode 12, Straight Fire Video Mix 12.
Okay.
And I be DJing with the videos, scratching the videos, doing all types of. It's crazy. It's a different. It's just a different level on technology. But yeah, I don't really like streaming. I don't like streaming, especially because I got Tidal. I had Apple Music. I just got rid of my Apple Music, but I think I'm gonna get it back because I had Tidal for like 2-3 years, and I bought it just because they was having all the exclusive stuff. Mm-hmm. As soon as I got it, they ain't had nothing. They didn't have nothing exclusive. It ain't been no exclusive stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was doing a lot of exclusive droppings, like it's only here first for the first week or two. And then it'll be on other streaming joints. Like they did that with Kanye, Pablo. Mm-hmm. But and then they don't, when I go to the new albums on Friday, I don't know any of these people. I don't know none of these. It just I don't know who nobody is up there. I got to go to Hip Hop DX and see who dropped for
all
me to
the YNBs and CMBs
Yeah.
and all that, man. That shit hard as fuck to keep up with, bro. When you look at what you were doing, back with the Boodah Brothers Morning Show,
yeah.
clearly before its time, what do you think, you know what I'm saying, Cool DJ Law would be doing and what he would be saying, what he would be thinking right now? Like, because I could see the Boodah Brothers being what the Breakfast Club is now.
Well, yeah, I think they was the prototype.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they was there was a lot of viral moments before viral was a thing. Mm-hmm. You know, just national moments. You know, like when No Malice came up and said something about Lil Wayne, and that hit media takeout. I don't even know how. I don't know who gave it to them, but I don't know if people were just sitting there recording the radio, or if somebody that we know gave it. I don't even know. But it was just crazy because there were viral moments from the Boodah Brothers, and they did a lot of big things. And yeah, DJ Law thought on a level that I would never be able to think of. You know what I'm saying? He just thought on a bigger level. You know what I mean? Like they was on billboards and stuff. When you think about it, and yeah, I learned a lot from them, from just being around them. You know, in terms of like what and what not to say, how to say things, and you know, I'm gonna say something, right? But I don't know if people know about this, right? But like DJ Law has stopped DJing because like he died when he was like what? I guess like 41?
40. That's what he got.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, he died in 2010. He was 10 years older than me. And he wasn't really feeling all this before it was trap music. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Just South music like that. There was some artists from the South that could spit, and there's a lot of rappers from the South that can't really rap. There's a lot of rappers from everywhere that can't really rap. But like, just the slowness of everything. He didn't really like hand claps on like 808 hand claps. He thought that shit was trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he just was like, man, I'm not really DJing. I'm not going to DJ nothing anymore. I'm done. But he still DJed a couple parties here and there, like a Spirit of Norfolk special joint, but where he ain't got to play none of that stuff. It's going to be for his age group, or just, you know what I mean? He ain't got to play all that type of shit. You know, and I didn't get it at the time because I was just like, I could never feel like that. You know what I mean? But I could see that happening. You know, like I'm never gonna stop DJing, but sometimes it gets to a point where like, yo, this music is kind of stupid. Like they're not saying nothing. Like it's cool to have fun and everything, but it's like everything is just like everything is stupid. Like everything is just lean. I got the chopper, and I mean just lean. I got the chopper, and I'm selling whatever. I got all the drugs. I got the lean. I'm gonna fuck your bitch. Like, goddamn. How many niggas bitches you gonna fuck? Like, yeah. You know it's gonna come back to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if you're fucking everybody's bitch, you're probably never gonna get a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because you like subconsciously you know what's coming. It's gonna come back. You know what I mean? But like it's I see it like, you know, people say like it's a conspiracy because this is the type of music they want out here, and you know, there are people rapping about different things. So I'm not gonna say positivity because everything ain't positive. So it's like you do need music for all different types of situations, but it is a whole lot of one type of music being pushed, and it all does have a self-destructive message, and there are good records that counter the stuff that's out. You know what I mean? It's hard to find. Just like I was saying with titles, like it's just a whole bunch of young niggas with graffiti names and shit. Yeah. So, but I say all that to say, yeah, I kind of understand now because I'm 40, and I can see where his head was at and how he could be like, man, I want to hear this shit. Like he was like, yeah, because maybe the last, maybe like 07, 06, 07, maybe 08, I was DJing on the Boodah Brothers Morning Show. He was like, you can have that shit. You could do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to play all this music no more. I'm cool. And I'm not like that now, but I can see it. I can see it happen. Like if the music don't change, and it's just still mildly lean. Like yeah, I would have to do something different. I would have to do some different type of music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is that one of the reasons you lean towards Pusha? Because of the lyricism?
What you mean by lean towards?
I mean, you DJ for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you from the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? You're a part of that unit. You're a part of that crew. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
well,
that's just you. Like, man, nigga, they paying me. Nigga.
Well, I mean, because we in terms of radio, I didn't really play their music too much. Like they didn't really put out a lot of radio type of records, right? And but no, I'm a big fan of the Clips and Pusha. Lyrically, he was bodying shit. Niggas was bodying shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they first came out, I think I heard Grinding in Philly before I heard it here.
Okay.
Like that was a record that was just stuck in my head for like weeks. And the beat and then the chorus and like who the fuck is that? And then the vinyl came out and I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I bought the vinyl and that was my shit, you know. And then yeah, they spitters. The lyrics is clever. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't really want to be a part of nothing that's not clever and, you know, people not writing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a part of just nothing, just anything, yeah.
So when Pusha and Drake were going back and forth as a tour DJ, where does that put you?
I was never really a Drake fan anyway. Like, I was never a Drake fan. My man's tried to put me on a Drake comeback season. I never really liked his voice. I don't like his voice. He got like a whiny voice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I like most of the Take Care album. I like that new joint that he got, the What's Next record. You know, he got a couple records that I like, but I was never really a Drake fan. I could be objective and be like, yeah, that's a good record. But I don't really like his voice. I don't like his voice. I don't like the position he take on a lot of records.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a pussy nigga perspective that he be having. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like a brown nosing ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like I'm not listening to that.
Marvin's room.
Yeah, I wouldn't say none of that type of shit that he say to women. I wouldn't say none of that type of shit. So
that shit work on the BBWs.
You know what I mean? So I just wasn't a fan of it. Even though like as a DJ, I know what works and I know what don't work. So, you know, that's all it really is to it. You know, when Meek was like, Drake don't write his raps, I thought it was gonna be over, but it wasn't. Nobody gave a fuck. But it's like, yeah, I'm not purchasing no Drake music. I never purchased no Drake music.
So you weren't worried when y'all went to Canada?
I was worried a little bit. I wasn't worried. I was like, yo, some shit gonna happen.
Okay.
Some bullshit gonna happen. Because the tour schedule came out in like July or August, and it said Toronto on it. And I was like, oh, shit, some bullshit gonna happen. But I was there, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm with whatever. I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right? It might not be that quick. It's probably like 2014. Toronto was my favorite city in the world. My man, my homeboy, DJ Respect, he got me an after party because we've been going to Toronto a lot. I've been to Toronto mad times, you know what I'm saying? He got me an after party at this club called Time. I'm like, cool. So they sent the flyer. The flyer is real fly. It's an ill flyer and shit. Toronto's is a sexy spot. So after the joint, I told everybody that was with our crew. So you know, they came through. So I'm setting up my laptop, and the other DJ's playing. So it's a changeover. I'm setting up. All you hear is pat, pat, pat. 300 people hit the floor, right? I thought it was a firecracker, right? I'm like, that wasn't no gun. I get up. I'm like, fuck that. Philly in here. VA in this bitch. We rocking out, right? And I'm like, that shit ain't gonna stop me from getting my little couple $100. You know what I'm saying? I need this money. And ain't no firecracker gonna stop me. You know what I'm saying? So I did the party. The shit was mad tension. It was mad tension. The air was just tense. So the niggas that was with me, they chilled for a minute. They like, yo, we out. We out of here. I'm like, all right, damn. All right. The dude that got me the joint gave me the bread. It was like, yo, we out of here. He was him and his wife. They left. I'm like, all right, I'm dolo. Let's get it. I rocked out, did my shit, got paid. The next morning, my man Watts is like, Rick G's crazy. This nigga DJ in the club after niggas get shot. So I'm like, yo, nobody got shot. He said, I seen the nigga shooting. I said, you lying. You didn't see nobody shoot. That's a firecracker. So we arguing about the shit for 2 days. So then my man from Toronto sends me the news clip and says, man at Time nightclub checked himself into the hospital with a non-threatening headshot wound.
Shit.
So
how you had non-threatening?
It had to be like a 22 or something, you know what I'm saying? Nigga probably had a thick skull or something, But I was like, damn, whatever. I didn't know at the time. So he probably did see him shoot the dude. But he should have told me that then, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, it don't matter. I got my little money. I rocked out. I left my needles. I left my fucking needles.
Shit.
But that was before, that was like 2014, 2015.
Yeah. Had to have needles.
Yeah.
Now we good. We got controls. Now we good. Shout out to Rain. Need that sponsorship money. But
definitely.
For sure. Go ahead, though.
But yeah. So when it said Toronto on a joint, I'm like, somebody gonna get shot. Somebody gonna get shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, we there, we performing and shit, we on stage, and I'm sure you saw that shit that happened. Niggas started throwing water and paint and shit. Like, I don't know.
Look. Now I'm gonna be real. Was any of that equipment up there yours?
Just the laptop. Right? So when you touring, you got a tech rider. So tech rider is all the shit that whatever people throw in the event got to get for you. So on my tech rider at the time was the CDJ 2000s, the 2000 Nexus, and the DJM S9. So it's never mine. I might have mine with me to do my radio mixes, but I keep that in the hotel. I don't take that to the venue. You know what I mean? Because you never know what could happen. Some type of bullshit could happen. But yeah, where I was at in the cut, I didn't get caught with nothing. But
niggas heard that. Oh, jeez. Niggas heard that, though.
Yo, niggas started calling me, right? Because by the time I got to the hotel, before I even left the building, motherfuckers was like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah, that nigga seen that shit already. And they like, yeah, you pushed the button and shit? Like, nah. I took my headphones off and I hit the fucking button. Niggas like, you hit the button right when the beef was happening? I'm like, nah.
That's like, for sure thought you were like, oh, this nigga out here don't give a fuck.
No, I just took my headphones off and shit because these niggas that attacked the stage, right? I don't know if they was paid by somebody or whatever, but niggas just lost in their own town. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He looked bad. It's a bunch of Ethiopian niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas took that L, I seen him. Like, I looked this one dude right in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? I took my headphones off, and then the dude, he ain't do nothing. There's a video. The video, this one dude's getting stomped out. He catching it. He getting to work. And his man, he looked at me in the eyes, and then my other homeboy pushed him. And then he ain't do nothing. He just he watched his man get stomped out, and he just that's all he did was, and he walked away. Wow. He looked like the biggest pussy in the world. And his man caught the business, and then jumped. You know how usually there's a stage, and then they got that like rail right there, and it's like this space. He jumped over all that shit and hauled ass. But that was crazy. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be more than that. When I saw Toronto, I thought somebody was gonna shoot up our tour bus or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
like that.
Niggas threw paint.
I wouldn't respect Drake like that. Like damn.
Yeah.
So look, let me ask you, when it go up like that, like are you adjusting the way you move?
Nah, because
Or it's just like this nigga's pussy.
Nah, it's like I don't think nobody would attack me over no raps. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, niggas put out what, $100 some $1,000 for information.
Yeah.
Come on, they, at that point I felt like Drake was reaching.
I mean, is that true?
You looking for the disloyal nigga in the crew. To give you something to write about to take back to your team. You feel me? Like that whole shit, bro. That's all I'm saying, man. Long story short, you let us know that you put the headphones down, nigga. I thought that shit was the icing on the cake. Like when you put that with that, we heard that shit. Like, yo, this nigga wild.
I wasn't thinking. I was just like, first I thought it was a fight in the crowd. Then I seen what was happening, and then security handled it. And I didn't really have to do nothing. And then the nigga said, play some more records. Play, you know what I'm saying? So we did like 3 more records after that shit.
So look, I gotta ask you this. When you got your drop, the OG joint, man, how did you know that was your drop? I'm running with this. Cause I know mine, man.
All right, so I was just looking for somebody to say G's somewhere. And then I was like, PD Crack says it. Yeah. And then I was like, this joint got the acapella on it. And then, because first it say Rick, I got the Rick part from Slick Rick, one of the Slick Rick songs.
Okay. And
then the G's part from Flip Side, PD Crack. And I don't know if that was like 2000, 99 or 2000. But I made that on Cool Edit Pro, which is now Adobe Audition.
Yeah.
A long ass time ago. You know what I mean? Just put it together and then like, yeah, that's it. That just was it. And I was like, yeah, let's fucking go.
So look, were you DJing for the clips when Malice stepped back?
Yeah.
Were you worried about, like, you know, what things gonna go with me, or you pretty much, all right, if they break up, I'm still good over it?
Nah, I didn't know what was gonna happen. That's when Jeezy got arrested. You know what I'm saying? He got arrested. I didn't know nothing about none of that shit, right? They was like,
let it be clear.
Got a Bentley in Atlanta. I'm like, I've been with this man in Atlanta. I ain't never seen no Bentley. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? And then maybe for the next couple years, you be in a barbershop, niggas be talking about that. I was like, they like try to put me in the shit. Like, I didn't know nothing about none of that shit. I never seen none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just was a cool dude. Yeah. I didn't know. I don't be knowing that. That shit don't even really exist in my world. You know what I'm saying? Like no crazy drugs or none of that shit. Like, you know, like I'm just a dude that work and I be focused on whatever I got focused on. And yeah, when I remember all that shit happened and a lot of dudes went down and it just was like Pusha, it wasn't that much time between him saying he's not going to do it, he's not rapping no more, and Pusha going solo. And I can't remember what I was feeling. It was like, damn, but I just Pusha just was like, yo, we got to show this date. This is this date. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, we working. That's it. You know what I mean? It wasn't no big conversation. It just was like just picking up where we left off. I don't even think there was no leave off. It was like clip shows, now Pusha shows, and just we rolling. You know what I mean?
Now look, you a businessman. You also a family man. You grind. One of the things I noticed about you that speaks volumes is your dedication. You know what I'm saying? You stick to it. You do it. It's something that you do. Can a good businessman be a good friend? Or do sometimes friendships got to be put to the side a little bit so you can get to the business?
Man, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't really deal with friendship too much. You know what I mean? Like, I got friends that I do business with, but we don't really talk that much now. Now that we do business, we don't really talk that much on a friend level now. We focus on business, you know, and I don't really got no problem with that. But yeah, I'm not really into many friendships to even say something like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm just here to do work. I'm here to work.
Hey, but that's why I'm coming from. That's why I'm asking you, like, because I heard you mention that before, and it like I don't fuck with too many niggas neither.
Yeah.
And I feel like in order to be set apart and to be set aside, you have to be aside and you have to be apart. You know what I'm saying? I don't think like everybody get that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if it's the same for you, but that's what it is for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with too many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to catch up with you, keep up with you, update with you on my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to get to this. At the end of the day, though, do you think that that's just like, is that still chasing the dollar? Is a nigga missing out on something? Like, what's the bigger picture? Because my thing is like, long family taken care of. I don't give
Yeah, I mean that's what the most important thing is. Like, yeah, like once you're a dad and you know when you're a dad and you're working, you know, and you know what I mean, you're a husband, it ain't really too many friends you can hang out with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my wife trip if I say I'm going to hang out with some friends. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to hear it from her. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, it's people that I'm cool with and people that I got love for and all of that. You know, and you know, maybe if there's something going on that you know that we need to link up for, then we could get it. You know, we could get it in. But yeah, I got goals. You know what I'm saying? I got goals I'm trying to do, and that's what's important to me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what everybody got different things that's important to them. I was never really like a dude that hung with like a big crew and was, you know what I mean, deep like that. And even when we was on tour, you know, I was always dolo. I was dip out, you know what I mean? I get in my own adventures, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not really, I never felt like I was going to shine in a crew, you know what I mean? So I never really was really trying to hang with people like that. And plus, on some Philly shit, it's this term called being a Joe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Which is like, which is really some stupid bullshit, but it's not really cool to make friends and shit and be friendly with people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like
everybody's friend can't be somebody's friend. That's what my mama used to. Like somebody that's everybody's friend, they can't be your friend because they not loyal. They ain't got no loyalty to nobody.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, I never was really trying to be down with nobody or nothing like that. I just was trying to do my thing, and that's just how it always been. I never really had no crew like that or no squad. I just was always dolo, and like I'm here, and this is what I do, and you know this is what I'm trying to do, and you know I've met a lot of people and been a lot of places from DJing. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think nobody could try to like. You should see that yeah, that's probably like the highest thing in my world is DJing and music and shit. So it ain't gonna really nobody gonna like. Can't nobody be higher than that? You know what I mean? Like, because then my whole shit will fail.
Yeah.
So.
When I was listening to DJ Law's funeral, they broadcasted it live. One of the things that still sticks with me to this day, I don't know who said it, but they talked about that dash in between when you're born and when you die.
I remember that.
And it's basically talking about your legacy. What you want your dash to be remembered as?
Yeah, I just want to be like a hardworking dude. It's like a hardworking dude that was killing it. You know, that's what I strive for. I strive to try to kill it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to body shit. You know, that's what I wanted. That's all I really was trying to do. Is just trying to get in there and just kill it and be like, yo, this dude is an animal. You know what I'm saying? he just destroyed it, you know, in terms of parties, mixtapes, or whatever I was doing, stage performances, concerts, shows that I put together. I put together some shows, you know, all types of stuff. So, yeah, I just wanted to be great, man, and people recognize. That's all.
I feel you. For sure, dog. Tell the people what you got coming up, man. They can tap in with you. 'Cause you got an institute going.
Yeah, we got the MTS Turntable Institute in Norfolk. You know, we teach a lot of people how to DJ, kids and adults and everybody between. We also got the beat making classes. I teach beat making classes. I'm teaching the Machine in Ableton, and yeah, I'm working with a couple of people on some music. Shout out to Derek 320. Shout out Beat Dungeon. See you next Tuesday. Shout out Maria Soul. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff in DJing I'm trying to do. Trying to DJ different types of events, and you know, I've been coming up with different styles of DJing and working with a whole bunch of different equipment and
Challenging yourself.
Yeah, just trying to do something different.
Man, no, I'm gonna be real. Like, I appreciate you for that institute, because as a DJ, man, I feel like a lot of people be fucking up the game, clogging up the game, and I be getting flat for saying this. Like, I feel like if I can't talk to you about certain scratches, and you just up there with a controller, you're not no DJ. I don't respect that at all. You just spinning records. I get it. You got a passion for music. I get it. Mm-hmm. But to me, this a craft, man. And for real, man, I really want to applaud you, bro, like, for really keeping the craft going, bro.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
And teaching motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, you know, it's like, yeah, I want people to be able to scratch. You know, I go to parties myself. I'm the type of person to go to a party and dance and, you know, dance on some pretty women and enjoy myself. And, you know, I want to hear a DJ scratching and doing some, you don't got to do no tricks, but just do something ill. You know, I want to hear some blends with acapellas over different beats. I be wanting to hear flavor, you know what I mean? As well as new records. And, you know, yeah, I want to keep scratching going. I don't want it to just die with us and we be the last dudes that was getting busy and cutting and you know, backspinning and doing all types of flavor, just adding flavor to the mix, you know, because it's levels to DJing. There's dudes that just play the song. There's dudes that remix the song. There's dudes that are going to do something totally different with the song. You're not even going to recognize what song it is. So,
and I give you that. I ain't gonna lie to you. That sometimes when I listen to you, I'm just like, bro, that dude bold. Like I wouldn't even try that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take chances, bro, and then to do it on the radio so the public can hear it, man, that makes it even more doper, bro. Like, you an influencer, man. You know what I'm saying? You a legend. You a role model. You something that
thanks.
People, you know what I'm saying, really aspiring to be, man, especially in the DJ game, bro. You been putting it down, like, for a minute. So, like Norris say, you gotta give a man his roses, bro. Like, for real, I'm giving you your roses, man, because you
appreciate it.
Somebody I look up to, man. So, look, man, I ain't gonna talk to this dude to death, man, because there's a whole bunch of more questions I got. I want to invite you back for part 2. You know what I'm saying? On your own time with my partner, you know what I'm saying, here, because there's much more I want to get into, bro. We tapped in, you know what I'm saying, how we, you know what I'm saying, follow you and all that, man. It's the Hunnids Podcast. It's your boy, Jay Hamp. Make sure y'all tap in. Rick G's at ILD Clothing. We out. Peace. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
Appreciate you.